Okay, let's just jump right in. Do you ever have that feeling like your brain has about a million tabs open and you just can't get it to stay on the one that actually matters? Well, you're definitely not alone. We are living in what is probably the most distracted time in all of human history. So, in this explainer, we're going to break down the science of why that is, and way more importantly, what you can actually do about it. First up, I want you to just look at this number 20 plus minutes. Let that sink in for a second. According to some really important research from UC Irvine, that's how long it takes, on average, to fully get your head back into something after just one tiny interruption. Now, think about your own day. How many times do you get interrupted in just 1 hour? The cost to our focus, it's just staggering. And this might be the most crucial thing you hear today. If you struggle with focus, it is not a personal failure. Seriously, it's not because you lack willpower. It is a completely normal biological response to an environment that is, well, it's actively engineered to grab your attention and not let go. So let's really get a sense of the scale of this problem. Welcome to what we're calling the distraction crisis. Okay, so get this. Research shows that the average person doing knowledge work, someone like you or me, we get interrupted or we switch what we're doing every 3 to 5 minutes. That constant mental whiplash, it really damages the quality and the depth of our thinking. And that's exactly why that old advice to just focus harder, it's so useless. It completely misses the real issue. This isn't a character flaw. It's a battle against our own brain chemistry and the world around us. So, to win that battle, you gotta understand your opponent, right? So let's pop the hood and see what's actually going on inside your brain when you get distracted. First, meet dopamine. You've probably heard of it. Our brains evolved to give us a little hit of this awesome chemical whenever we found something new or unexpected. Back in the day, that was great for survival. But today, our technology serves up an endless, all-you-can-eat buffet of novelty. Every single ping, every notification, every new post, it's a tiny dopamine spike that your ancient brain finds almost impossible to ignore. And then there's this character, the default mode network, or DMN for short. Think of it like your brain's screensaver. Whenever you're not locked in on a specific task, the DMN fires up and your mind just wanders. This isn't a bug, by the way, it's a feature. It's designed for creativity and self-reflection. The problem is, it's also really good at pulling you away from that spreadsheet you're supposed to be finishing. So you can really see the two main brain states here. On one side, you've got the focus state. That's when your prefrontal cortex, kind of like the CEO of your brain, is fully online and in charge. And on the other side, you've got the wandering state, where the default mode network takes the wheel. The constant struggle of modern life is basically trying to keep the CEO in the driver's seat when the rest of the brain wants to go on a joyride. Now, here's where it gets a little sinister. Tech platforms are built using something called variable reward schedules. It's the exact same psychological mechanism that makes slot machines so addictive. You pull the lever and you might win. You refresh your feed and you might see something amazing. It's that unpredictability, that maybe this time, that makes it so compulsive. Okay, so that's the problem. It's big, it's biological, it's kind of scary. But, and this is a big but, the good news is that science also gives us a fantastic toolkit to fight back. So let's get into the fixes. Here are 8 really solid, proven strategies to help you build that focus muscle back up. Now, we're not going to go through every single one, but I do want to zoom in on a couple of the most powerful ones that you can start using, today. Let's kick things off with the famous Pomodoro technique. Now, this isn't just some random productivity hack. It actually works with your brain's natural rhythm. It understands that our attention works best in short, intense bursts, not long marathons. Committing to just 25 minutes feels totally doable, right? And that built-in break gives your brain the chance to recharge. It's genius. This quote right here, it perfectly introduces what might be the single most important strategy of all. That old saying, out of sight, out of mind, it's not just a cute phrase. It is a neurological fact. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, check this out. It's pretty wild. Studies have shown that just having your smartphone on your desk, even if it's turned off, even if it's face down, it actually reduces your available brain power. A part of your brain is actively working to not pick it up. But the second you move that phone to another room, boom, all of that cognitive capacity comes flooding right back. So this is the big mental shift I want you to make. Stop thinking about focus as some kind of test of your willpower. Willpower is like a muscle. It gets tired, it runs out. A well-designed environment, though, one where you've already removed the distractions, that works for you all day long. It's about designing your space, not gritting your teeth. All right, so as we start to wrap this up, let's boil all of this down to the one core idea that you absolutely need to walk away with. This is it, right here, your attention. It's not just about getting more stuff done. It literally determines the quality of your entire life. I mean, what you pay attention to is your reality. So protecting it isn't a luxury. It's the absolute foundation for doing great work and, honestly, for living a great life. And that brings us to the final and most important question of all. Knowing everything we've just talked about, what is the one simple change you can make right now, today, to start taking back control? Seriously, don't overthink it. Don't try to change 10 things at once. Just start here. The very next time you need to focus on something, put your phone in a different room. Not in your pocket, not just on the other side of the desk, a completely different room. It is the simplest and yet most powerful environmental change you can make. Just try it. See what happens.